Hey everyone, welcome back to the Sunny Side. I'm Sonny, and this video right here, right now is specifically for Venus in Pisces. Everybody cool with that? So this is for anyone who, when you look at your astrology chart, if you have your Venus in Pisces or someone else has their Venus in Pisces, it's a very specific type of energy. And although we're going to blah, blah, blah about what it's like to be a Pisces in love. For those who don't know, Venus is the planet of love and attraction, and it means how you attract love and how you attract money, and it's also how you want to relate to others. But we'll get to that in a minute. All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope everyone is having a super amazing day. So this video is going to be in 3 parts. I'm going to give a little bit of blah, blah, blah on what's going on the channel here, and then I'm going to give my 2 cents on what's happening, what it means to have Venus in Pisces, and then I'm going to read to you a number of some of the modern astrologers, some popular modern astrologers and their viewpoints of Venus in Pisces, and I'll give you my 2 cents on what they have to say as well, my 2 cents on their interpretation of it. Everybody cool? All right, here we begin. First things first, for those who don't know, I'm a professional astrologer. I do write the horoscopes for some of the newspapers up here in Canada, and if you want a personal reading, just check it out in the description box below how to go about doing that. In addition to that, every morning here on the channel, we do, I read you guys the horoscopes, and we do astrology every morning here on the channel. So if you're into that, please subscribe to the channel, maybe give the video a bloop, a thumbs up. And if you drop by, definitely, please, please, please say hello. In addition to that, so every morning on the channel, we have horoscopes, and every night on the except on Tuesday. Tuesday's Tarot Tuesday. And every night on the channel, we do fun stuff. I read your tarot cards on the channel at nighttime, or we might have, I have this Wheel of Tarot, which is really fun, or we do the Ouija board, or we have spell night, or, different things that we do in the Astro Dice or something like that. So that's the action. In addition to reading your horoscopes in the morning, we do some astrology education if you want to learn more about how your horoscope is cast and all the blah blah. And whatever is whatever is whatever. If you're interested in any of that, by all means, please check in. And if you do, once again, please say what's up. Because remember, it's always a beautiful day to be beautiful. But it's together that makes it a beautiful day. And I wouldn't have the sunny side here without you guys. All right, next. And this is a video, so feel free to fast forward if you don't like. This here is the TheSunnySide.net. This is our website right here. It's been through many different changes over the years. It's been around for a long time. I've been around a long time. And so it's been around a long time actually. And so anyways, on this is where you go, TheSunnySide.net, if you want to get your natal chart, which is your birth chart. You know what it means about you. You enter your birth date, you send me your birth date and stuff, and I'll put it in there. You can also get your compatibility report. This means if you want to know if someone's, if it's true love, if your relationship's going to work out, if you guys are going to fight all the time, if you're going to make money together, or if someone's just using you for your money, or someone just is using you for whatever reason, or they're screwing around behind your back, that's your compatibility report. There's a relocation report, so if you move, you want to know if you're going to make money in another city, or if you move to another city, if you're going to find love if you move to another city. And then I also have your progress report. And your progress report is how your chart changes over time. And for those who don't know, your chart changes over time. There's a progress chart. Like, for example, you're a different person at 10 years old than you are at 30 years old. Like, you're just a different person. And so, for better or worse. Anyways, it's TheSunnySide.net. It's where you go to check that stuff out. In addition to that, I've written a number of books over the years, and some of them are on here. Some of them are available now on Amazon.com. And one of them is Emotional Weight Loss. If you're interested in that, have a look at it. It's I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a doctor, but I am a master level hypnotist and a clinical hypnotherapist. And I've been very popular along the way. Some of my meditations have over 1 million views on YouTube. I put them on YouTube after I stopped selling them. I put them for free. After a while, I put them on YouTube for free for you guys. So by all means, check out all that stuff. And that's in here. And if you want to know more about me, it's right here. And of course, that's where you go to book a reading. All right, one more thing I want to tell you guys. This is our store right here. It's the Astro-Side.com. There's a link in the description box, and it's right there if you have a look. And this is our store. So if you want to help support the channel, this is where you go to support the channel. SLC, my wife, is a remarkable artist. And she's awesome, and she made all of these t-shirts and hoodies for you guys. And these hoodies are just absolutely boss. They this is the Pisces hoodie, and if you want to support the channel once again, then please you know, pick up one of these hoodies or t-shirts or cups or mugs. The hoodies do come in different colors. See, can you guys see that? There's the t-shirt, there's a hoodie, and there's a long sleeve shirt. They come in different colors if you're into this kind of thing. Wouldn't it be so cool to be a Pisces like this and walk down to the gym and go, hey, go to yoga in one of these? I think that would be super cool. And that's the action with the hoodies. There's also a discount on the hoodies if you join our SunnySide Facebook group. There's a link in the description box below, of course. And if you join the group, then SLC is always putting discounts for stuff, but it goes to the group. See, there's a Leo cup. We have stuff for the kids. SunnySide 2.0, the little kid. Our constellation leggings are extremely popular right now. It looks like the store looks a little different from when I checked it out earlier. This is all the Virgo stuff, the cups. She's been working hard on the cups. I wonder if the Pisces cup is up yet. This is for little SunnySide or SunnySide 2.0. Alright, you could get a onesie if Pisces is into this stuff. You guys are into this kind of stuff. Here's what the one. I haven't looked at the horoscopes yet today. I'm not sure if anyone's pregnant, but you could get onesies in different colors for the kids. Ooh, for your little SunnySider. All right, enough. Enough. Let's get down to the action here. So here we go. These are actually our two most popular sellers here. This t-shirt in purple is our most popular shirt, and the leggings are our most popular leggings. All right, everybody cool? Let's get down to what's the reason we're here today. So here's my 2 cents on Venus and Pisces. Before we do that, we'll move along. I'll tell you what's going on and how to look at this thing. So this chart right here, let's call it a chart, has a couple of different things. And let's put Pisces over here. We're used to seeing Pisces in this area, so let's go put Pisces over there where we're used to seeing it. We're used to looking at the chart with Aries right here and Pisces over here. Now, it's easy to get things confused in astrology, and I'm not going to knock anybody because I'm a professional astrologer and I write so many horoscopes and I read so many charts that, and when we're saying things, it's very easy to combine some of these things, and although there are some similarities, it's not the same. And you'll find when dealing with Pisces, Pisces is one of the signs that's not necessarily as misunderstood as you would like to think it is, as some people like to think it is, or as some people say it is, but rather people tend to fall into this so very obvious stereotype of Pisces, quite frankly, because of the way Pisces tend to physically look, and so, or they physically behave. Pisces can be dreamers, and they do like a romantic, they do have a romantic fairy tale way of looking at the world. Leo is playful. Pisces is romantic. The top 3 signs, romantic signs, are obviously Pisces, Libra, and Taurus, and they all have a very strong Libra Venus component to them. Venus rules Venus rules Taurus and Libra, and Venus is exalted in Pisces. So it's Venus loves it in Pisces. Is super romantic here. So once again, because Pisces are super dreamy and they're super, they rule the arts, artsy fartsy. So because Pisces are artsy fartsy, Pisces are extremely romantic, fantasy romantic. You know, Sagittarius is fantasy romantic. Actually, fantasy does not come from Venus or Pisces. Fantasy comes from one of the places fantasy comes from is Jupiter, and Jupiter is the original ruler of Pisces, and it's the original ruler of Sagittarius, but they express that fantasy differently. In Pisces, it comes out across as artsy fartsy, and in Sagittarius, the fantasy comes out in doing lots of different stuff, some physical quests and crusading physically. This is dreamy, helping others, and this is getting out and doing stuff. And so, you know, the energy shows up in different ways, and that's how it works astrologically. Okay, let me get back here and give you the information on this. So there are a couple of things. The first thing is we have these numbers right here, and that's what we call the houses in astrology. And the houses are where everything is happening. So if something's happening, if there's some energy in the first house, that's how you look. If there's certain planets in there, you're going to hit your head. You're going to get headaches. Or you're going to attract, or you're going to look good. Venus is the planet of attracting love and attracting money, and it's also how you relate to others. It's the whole idea of do unto others as you want others to do unto you. So in the first house, if Venus is here, you're going to look good. You're going to attract compliments based upon the way you look, which is because you probably look good. So Venus in the second house means you're going to attract money. Venus in the third house means someone's going to buy you a car, or you're going to get a break. Venus in the fourth house, you're going to get a break on your rent. Venus in the fifth house, it means you're lucky dating. Venus in the fifth house, lucky dating, good with children. Venus in the sixth house means good things with small pets, and it also means good things with an ease in your day-to-day life. Your life should be pretty easy. You might be bored. See, it's not always good. Depending on where it is, you can get a little, bored or lazy. And in the sixth house, Venus in the sixth house is going to make you lazy and bored. Anyways, just looking once again in the to explain some things here. There's some confusion. There's a lot of confusions about this area of your chart, and but like some people say, it's the dumping ground of the zodiac. It's not true. It's not true. It's not the dumping ground of the zodiac. Some people say to get to Pisces, you have to go through all of the other signs. Not true. That's not true at all. The story has changed over the years, and it's changed to represent the seasons where they start with growth here and a rebirth goes. So it's not necessarily true. Some people say Capricorn should be the first sign because the year starts with Capricorn. Makes sense when you think about it like that. It all depends on how you look at it, quite sincerely. Anyways, a lot of people say the 12th house is the dumping ground of the zodiac. They say it's the clearing house of the zodiac. They say it's blah, it's blah, it's blah, blah. Yes, no. The 12th house, and we're going to do this on the 12th house video, but it's important to note here because this goes into the stereotype or the prejudice that people have towards Pisces. And although some of it, there are similarities, it's not the same. Pisces rules the 12th house. The 12th house does not rule Pisces. The first house is how you appear to the world. The 12th house is what we would call behind the sun. It's what's unseen. So if you have love in the 12th house, say Venus is in the 12th house, it means love is hidden. It means a love affair, attracting Venus, once again, attracting love and money in the 12th house means you're not going to see it. It's someone has a secret crush on you, or you're dating somebody and nobody knows about it, or someone's giving you flowers and you don't know where it come from. Someone gave you money, you don't know where it's come from. It's behind the sun, you don't see it. It could be like you're sitting right here and something happens right there. You're like, whoa, what was that? Or someone right there wins the lottery. You're going like, wow, that's awesome. Didn't happen to you. It happened right literally behind you. And so, because it's behind your sun. And that's how it works. This is home. This is out in the world. Sometimes it's very physical. It's a very physical map of what's happening around you. But it's more than that. This is also your mental health. This is physical health. This is mental health. You guys following the arrow? It's fast, huh? And so, but there's more to it. This axis right here, and this is how we're going to play into Pisces right now. This axis right here is the axis that likes to help people. The sixth house, energy in the sixth house is day-to-day kind of stuff. It's what you do every day. It's your daily work. It's your habits. It's your small pets. It's getting out and doing stuff. And it's like your physical health. If you're in shape, what you're doing every day. And if Venus is here, it's nice and easy, relaxed days. You can get a little bit lazy. If Mars is here, you're really busy and you might injure yourself, especially with stress. But it's also helping other people get stuff done. So is the 12th house. Right? There are these axes here in astrology. And the 12th house is helping people on a more emotional and supportive level. This is physically telling people what to do. Hey, do this, do this, do this. It's ruled by Virgo. Virgo is a very much tell you what to do kind of person. And so the 12th house is very much hands-on, nurturing, emotional support. Now, Venus in each sign, so that's the house. That's what it means. And there's more to it than that. And when we do the houses, what the houses mean, I'll go on more about that. But for now, we're talking about Venus in Pisces. Now, again, there's some misconceptions about this, and we're going to see it in the descriptions a little later. But Pisces is not one fish; it's two fish. Shiz. Two fish eye. A school of two fish. What school of two fish? That's like a detention. And they're swimming, kind of swimming in opposite directions, but they're sort of chasing each other. They're not really, they're sort of chasing each other. And so having said that, okay, so let's go back to, before we get to Pisces, let's do Venus. So once again, Venus is the planet, Venus is over here in this chart. Venus is the planet of love and attraction, and it's how you relate to others. And there's always love and money in your chart every single day. You just have to know where to look for it. And you might have to move, you might have to, there are other things, there are lots of ways to find it. If you want to know how, just hit me up for a personal reading, and I'll show you where love and money are in your chart, and I'll help you find it. I'll help you get it every day. It's not like the planet's going to disappear from the sky, right? And so, anyways, that's the action with it. So when Venus is over here, you're going to be attracting in a Pisces kind of way, or a Piscean kind of way. But it's not just attracting, it's how you relate to others. So Aries is competitive, and you need this ability to relate, so that you can validate and validate yourself as a person. So Aries gets a bad rap, and I like to use Aries as the example here because it's such an easy example of Aries is highly competitive, and they're in your face. And Sagittarius is in your face. Cancer can be in your face, right? Cancer can be really in your face, goofing around. And so, let's say, look at Cancer. Say Cancer wants to make you laugh. Cancer wants to make you feel good. They're going blah blah blah, and they're getting in your face, and you're like, they're always, Cancer's got the worst timing of the zodiac. And if you're like, hey, not now, Cancer's gonna get really upset. But if you're like, hey, what's up, Cancer? Then they're gonna love it. When they want to play, they want to play. Or say Leo is very dramatic, and Leo likes to play as well. And if you don't want to play, Leo's going to get upset. They're going to be, what's this guy's problem, man? I just want to play. What's going on with this? It's not always an ugly day. Sometimes it's a beautiful day. Well, while you're at it, comb your hair. So that's the deal. Or like Aries. Aries likes to debate. Or Aries likes a spirited challenge. Libra likes to debate. Aries like a spirited challenge. If you don't challenge them back, then if you don't, Aries like say, hey, I could do that better. And if you don't say, no, you can't, I can do it better. I can do it better. If you don't play the game with Aries, Aries is not going to feel validated. Libra likes to look at different sides of things. They like to spin things around and to, go talk about it, go what's going on. If you don't want to talk about it, then Libra not interested. Libra's going to be like, well, this guy's boring, and they're just going to hit the boogie. And so, anyways, when it's in Pisces, Venus is in Pisces, it wants to react or interact with you in a Piscean kind of way. And what's the deal with Pisces? So let's look at it like this, and then I'm going to get to the real heavy stuff, because this is an extremely heavy placement. Although one of the best places in the entire zodiac for Venus is in Pisces, for the person who has it, because of the way society really is, it can potentially be one of the worst places in the entire zodiac. No, it's not a bad thing. No, it's not frustrated. What I mean is, when you're involved with a regular person, they're going to take advantage of you. Venus and Pisces people are taken advantage of more than any other people in the entire zodiac. And that's just the way it is. And so then we have a situation. So here we go. So let's back it up. So Pisces represents the arts. They're also, according to this axis, one of the an extremely giving sign. They very much like to support the underdog. They very much care for other people. They are highly intuitive. Are they the most psychic sign in the zodiac? Of course not. You can't just be born in Pisces and say you're psychic. That's not true. Are they the smartest sign in the zodiac? By far and away, of course not. So, are they biggest dreamers of the zodiac? Yeah, they are very big dreamers of the zodiac. But Pisces is naturally ruled by Neptune. Okay, let's back it up. Pisces is ruled by two planets. One, originally Jupiter, and Jupiter adds optimism and spirituality to things. So just like Sagittarius is an optimistic and spiritual sign, Pisces is an incredibly optimistic and incredibly spiritual sign. They believe in helping the underdog. They believe in success. Pisces, it believes in spirituality. They're immersed in the water, the ethereal divine at all times. They believe in this. Then, so originally from Jupiter, it's optimism, it's expansion. Pisces is very lucky, and optimism and spirituality. Then, the modern ruler of Pisces is Neptune. And there's a lot of blah, blah, blah about Neptune and a lot of blah, blah, blah. Oh, Neptune is... No. Neptune rules illusions. You ever, like, try and look through a cup of water? Like, hello? Oh! You're not seeing things clearly. You're seeing it through a hello? It's what? It's clearly illusions. Neptune is the planet of illusions, and it's illusions in the tarot. It's right here. It's Neptune rules. Anyways, Neptune rules the Hanged Man. It's the card of whatever, Sonny, whatever. Wow, I might as well. I started saying it. I might as well showing it. It's the planet of. It's the thing that means you're not seeing things clearly. It's illusions. Wherever Neptune falls in your chart, you're not seeing things clearly, or you're seeing them through rose-colored glasses. So, let's back it up. So what does it mean? Pisces is all about helping people. Pisces is all about artsy-fartsy. Pisces is all about romantic dreams, idealism, right? Jupiter, idealism. You know, spirituality, idealism, bigger, larger than life, optimistic. Neptune, illusions, you know, dreams, illusions. And so, what does it mean when Venus gets added to this whole mix? It means Venus attracting. So it's not just, you know, how you relate to others. It means these are the type of people Pisces attract, Venus and Pisces attract. And for anyone who's a strong Pisces energy signature in their chart, this is going to affect all of you. It means illusions in love. That's the action. Venus and Pisces means illusions in love. It means you're going to be highly romantic, but dreamy romantic, fairy tale romantic. Not like ride on a horse naked and go into the ride naked on a white horse with your partner on like some kind of sunset beach and like then get off and fire dance with glitter paint. That's Sagittarius. Everybody got that? That's Sagittarius. And like if they did this exact same dream but with their friends, that's Aquarius. And then, but for Pisces, Pisces is romantic illusions. Are they always... there's more to it. It's an illusion. Pisces is by far and away the most... like, it's not misunderstood. It's not difficult to understand. Once I'll say that again. Capricorn is difficult to understand because they're like way out in the world, but at the same time they're private. Cancer is difficult to understand. They're really happy and really playful, and they always make you want to laugh, but at the same time they carry around a lot of pain. Pisces is not that difficult to understand. They're like love, illusions, romantic fantasies, but at the same time it's just a lot, and it has, you know, two ruling planets. It's a lot, and I don't think people take the time to understand some of the nuances within Pisces, which is really a shame because Pisces is such a wonderful sign. If you don't take the time to, you know, you should take the time to appreciate a sign that's such a giving sign. So what does it mean, Pisces illusions in love? Okay, so it means, one, Pisces are highly optimistic like Sagittarius, and it's a romantic illusion, delusion that they're under. So they like wounded heroes. Unfortunately, it's easy for them to see that everyone is a wounded hero, and they will do things because they feel sorry for you. They'll try and heal you. And if you're not a hero, if you're not actually a wounded hero, but you're a loser, you will drag Pisces down into the depths with you. I've heard a number of Pisces say, oh, I had sex with that guy because I felt sorry for him. So if you're a loser and you wanna get busy at the bar, go hit on a Pisces. It's like it's a lock. So anyways, what I'm saying is Pisces want to help you. It's like this. Imagine Pisces rules the ocean. And then you see there, and Pisces can see you, they will feel you drowning. Okay, they're the fish in the water. They feel you. You're drowning. They can feel that you're drowning, and they rush to save you. Cancer's a crab. They're on land at this time. Cancer has to save themselves. They got other things to do. Cancer is a psychic sign. They take things from the land to the water, water to the land. They go back and forth and back and forth. Scorpio is static energy. It's a fixed water sign. They're there. They're ruling the underworld. They're like, hey, they're just watching you drown. Okay, almost. When you die, we'll take care of him when he dies. We'll brush him off when he dies. Pisces is not like that. Pisces doesn't want you to die. Pisces wants to save you. And so they watch you. They're seeing you drown. They feel you drown. And the Venus in Pisces wants to save you. But if you don't want to be saved, you could easily drown the Pisces. And that's the problem with Venus in Pisces, and why, although it's one of the most beautiful and romantic placements for all Venus, of all the Venus signs, it's one of the most painful to go through, because people with Venus in Pisces, or people with a strong Pisces energy signature, can easily be taken advantage of. And that's the action. That's my 2 cents in Pisces. So as I said, it's easy to, there are similarities in certain things, but it's not the same. And so it's easy to say Pisces is the planet of spirituality, or the planet of the sign of being psychic, because of this illusion that they give off because of Neptune. But it's just an illusion. It's like, once again, it's like seeing the world through a glass of water. You're not seeing it clearly, and that's the deal. But when you really dial it down and you watch what Pisces is doing, you'll see that that's what's going on. It's the Venus in Pisces is an image of illusions in love. Someone is drowning. Pisces wants to save that person. But if the person is succeeding and they're going up, and Pisces is going to help them do that too. It's a great sign. In addition to all of that, it's mutable water. So they're always changing. They're always there for you. And for that, there's a good and a bad. There's a good and a bad to it. There's a good and a bad to being mutable anything. So, but it does mean that Pisces is highly adaptable, and they're highly adaptable sign. All right, that's my 2 cents on Venus and Pisces. Let's get on to see what all of these guys say. Now, they went on and on and on about it, and as you'll see, there's a lot of stuff here that's just flat out bullshit. There's a lot of delusion. I had this Jan Spiller and Karen McCoy. I talk about these guys in a number of, I read their stuff to you guys in a number of the signs, and for the most part, some of it I keep, some I don't. I think this Pisces one is a little bit bullshit. I think they clearly confuse the Jupiter concept of spirituality with the concept of with Neptune. They completely screw it up. But anyways, whatever. I'm going to explain it. But once again, not to overly knock people, because when you write so many horoscopes all the time, it's easy to mix it up. And whatever, we're just all regular people. Jan Spiller and Karen McCoy, they say Venus and Pisces. You have a natural gift for relating to others on the level of unconditional love. Your compassion can overcome any social disharmony that arises. Oh yeah, Venus and Pisces. So I just knocked it, right? But it's true. I guess I edited out. I guess I deleted the stuff that I didn't want, that was nonsense. But the Pisces, they're one of the dreamy romantic signs. They're fairy tale romance. When you see beyond the rules and regulations to the spiritual purpose of relationships, your compassionate understanding and willingness to fully participate can automatically heal the situation. All right, so this is getting kind of bullshitty, right? You're able to establish a firm sense of self-worth through sharing with others your ability to respond with compassion to both the seen and unseen sources of disharmony. All right. Well, so whatever is whatever. What's going on is Venus, how you relate to others. Pisces likes to help people, and helping people in this situation is what gives Pisces the sense of being Pisces. You know, it validates them. Just like Libra has to communicate ideas, Gemini has to talk about things, Sagittarius has to get outside of the house and do stuff, Cancer has to heat your socks in the oven. Like, they got to do this kind of stuff. You know, Aquarius needs to like wear leather jackets and change and say, yo, what's up, player? And they need to like paint themselves in glitter and go run naked in the bush. Like, some of these signs got to do this. Capricorn's got to stay late at work. You know, that's the action. And Pisces, they have to help you. And that's what it does. As far as, anyways, what next? Babs Kirby and Janie Stubbs. This is long. These guys went on and on about Pisces. Someone with this placement has a tremendous capacity for compassion and selfless, devoted love. Yeah, they do. They really do. More than the other water signs, these people lack discrimination and can have their feelings easily played on. That's absolutely not true. But like, whatever, Pisces, you know, they like these guys believe the stereotype. Believing the best of others very much. Remember? Optimism. Jupiter rules Pisces. It's the original ruler of Pisces. Optimism. Believing, and it's a romantic, delusional, unyielding, unflappable belief in others. You know, they always believe in. Just like, okay. Next, the sensitivity part is a little bit. It's true, but you know, there's a little bit, it's a little bit bullshitty. Okay, you know, Pisces can be some of the meanest people you've ever seen just to spite you. And what they don't talk about here, wait till we get to the Mars in Pisces video. Mars in Pisces, or certain Sun in Pisces combinations are by far the biggest bitches and complainers of the entire zodiac, by far. And so, but today, let's focus on love. People with Venus in Pisces will be romantic and idealistic, very much so. They will yearn for a perfect love, which they may not find. Because they expect so much, they're easily disappointed and delusioned in relationships. They may hold on to the memory of one brief, ecstatic liaison and treasure that forever in their heart, content not to have any current involvement. They may live with a fantasy of an unrealized love, projected either onto a real acquaintance or onto someone with whom they have actually no contact, such as a film star and imaginary character. Whether in reality or in the imagination, someone with Venus in Pisces can love a partner in an undying way. These people promise eternal love, and this is what they long for. This is the stuff fairy tales are made of. You know? And then I added this out, but this is important here. Venus and Pisces people can confuse sacrifice and martyrdom with love. They can allow themselves to become a doormat in the relationships. Venus and Pisces is so easily taken advantage of in relationships. They're trying to help you. But there's more to this. Did you guys catch what these guys are talking about? Venus and Pisces, they can easily be in a relationship with someone and the other person doesn't know. It's really funny. They idealize love and romance so much. And like the other water signs, they don't want to be hurt. So the water signs have a tremendous amount of they can feel a lot of pain, physical pain, through emotional situations. And the water signs don't handle rejection very well. And as such, most of the water signs create some kind of emotional situation around them. It's no surprise that both Scorpio and Cancer are wearing armor. They're creatures that are in shells. They're wearing armor. And then Pisces are two fish that swim deep, deep, deep into the ocean when there's a problem. So there's, keep that in mind. But Pisces is different. They're in the water. So the environment, when the environment goes screwy, Pisces feels it. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. There's astrologically, we just talked about the 12th house here. When stuff is happening in the 12th house for Pisces, when stuff happens in the 12th house for certain signs, some people don't give a shit. Like, if it's like, because it happens behind you, it happens around you, it's from your past, it's stuff you don't see. If something happens, some people like, Sagittarius is like, I don't give a shit. Out of sight, out of mind. Why would I give a shit? And Aquarius is like, well, they don't got the balls to talk to me anyways. I don't care about that. Or like Capricorn is like, everybody's a hater. And then, but for someone like Pisces, like, their feelings around, they're like, wah, 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 wah. If there's a problem in the 12th house, Pisces freaking out. And so everybody's a little different. All right, so let's go back 1 second before we go forward. There's a lot of negative stuff about this at the beginning, or there's a lot of bullshit about this at the beginning. And I'm a little hard on the bullshit, because when you watch my videos, some of my other videos, like who hates each sign, why you hate each sign and all this, I'm really trying to dispel the myths. And we have the cheat sheets. I have a number of videos about this stuff out, and I'm truly trying to dispel some of the myths. Some of the stereotypes are stereotypes for a reason. There is a particular truth to it, but for the most part, there's a lot more to it than the bullshit and some lazy thinking arises. And when you look at it deeply, you know, you'll realize what's going on. Anyway, so I'll say this once again. Pisces, this guy's talking about, so Babs Kirby and Janie Stubbs, they're all talking about how Pisces can be, they romanticize love, they fantasize about love, and they have, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, there's nothing wrong with a romantic love fantasy. And I think it's kind of beautiful, actually. And that's the whole deal of Venus being in the sign of the arts. And so, but at the same time, Venus and Pisces could easily be in love with someone, and the other, they could be in a relationship with someone the person doesn't know. Okay, next, here we go. Sky Alexander says, this is going to continue some of the stereotypes, and it's going to move on. You have a wonderful imagination and a keen sensitivity to color, tone, and rhythm, and you might possess great artistic ability. Now, it's not only what you possess, it's what you attract as well. Though, it's funny, none of these guys are talking about money, right? Venus is very much about money. Venus is very much about money. Anyways, though you might have plenty of talent, you tend to be lazy about developing it. Well, you're dreamy. When you're sitting in the fantasy world, you get a little dreamy. But then some Pisces are incredibly hard workers and very high achievers. Keep that in mind. Being an artist requires discipline and effort, but you'd rather dream about your creations than work to bring them to fruition. You could benefit from the influence of a strong, pragmatic manager or partner, or someone who will push you to do your best. If you have some Earth in your chart, or, you know, a little bit of Capricorn, a little bit of Virgo, you know, something in there, that'll help Pisces get the job done. Or if you're working with someone, if you partner up with someone, if Pisces partners up with someone who's good, they can accomplish a lot. In relationships, you're inclined to be overly idealistic. You're looking for the perfect lover, and nothing less than Apollo or Aphrodite will do. As a result, you usually end up disappointed by mere mortals. Your capacity to delude yourself is infinite, and your unwillingness to look at your partner's true character can cause you to get involved with people who aren't right for you or who take advantage of you. Even if you end up in a relationship that's happy and enduring, you'll probably have a good many false illusions about your lover and your partnership in general. That's okay. False illusions in love are okay. You want to romanticize your partner a little bit. Extremely emotional and romantic. Yes, you want to be able to share your deep, intense feelings with your lover and to relate to them on an intuitive level. So sensitive and attuned are you to your partner that you seem to be linked psychically. Ideally, you'd like to erase the physical boundaries between you and become totally enmeshed in each other. All right, whatever. You know, whatever. Whatever. That's kind of a Scorpio thing. It's kind of a water sign thing. You know, water mixes with other water to become more water. It's kind of a water sign thing. A sucker for a hard luck story. Pisces is a sucker for a hard luck story, you know. You have a soft, unforgiving, and gullible heart. You want to help those who are less fortunate than yourself and thus may fall for someone who seems to need you, someone you can save. For instance, a person who has a substance abuse problem or some other emotional or physical disability awakens your compassionate feelings and your desire to be needed. Pisces will mercy sex you like nobody's business. If you walk to the bar and say, hey, you know what? Like, I forgot the condoms. We're going to have sex in some other creative way. Pisces, like, well, if that's the way it is. And so, or you're like that, you know, anyways, Pisces, you know, anyways, whatever. I'll say it once again. For someone who has a substance abuse problem or some other emotional or physical disability, it awakens the compassionate feelings, and your desire to be needed. It's a really big deal for Pisces. You often mistake pity for love. In relationships, you tend to see yourself as a savior, sacrificing your own best interests for your partner, and doing so makes you feel virtuous. However, this is a subtle form of manipulation, for in reality, you're attempting to make over your lover, and you might be surprised to find that they resent you for it. It's a good point. Remember, Pisces, not everybody wants to be saved. So if you're trying to save someone, but they want to drown themselves, they're going to resent you for it, even though we all know you're trying to save them. You appear to be meek and passive in a relationship, but you actually have a great deal of hidden power. So what are we learning here, everybody? If you want to seduce, so one, this sign is easily taken advantage of. And two, they're trying really hard to help you. Not only are they trying to help you, they validate themselves. They are who they are by helping you. What else do we know here? If you want to, like, you know, some signs, like if you want to attract a Libra, you have to be the shiz. You got to got your stuff together. You got to be shining bright. You got to be, yo, player, I got my game going on. Libra has a high sense of self-worth, and you got to cross that bar to get with your Libra. If you want a Leo, you got to look good. Leo wants to be with the best. Leo is the best. They want the best. You can't be a queen if you're looking not like a queen. But if you want to be Pisces and you're shining like a rock, first, Pisces is attracted to rock stars. But if you want to be a Pisces and you're the king of the castle, Pisces, well, Pisces is like, you know, Pisces kind of, you might be better off, and when you walk up to a Pisces, instead of saying, hey, check out my Benz, or hey, check out my Rolex, or hey, check out my, you know, my bulging physique, you know, you like, it would probably be better for a Pisces to win, if you want to win a Pisces over, to say, hey, you know what, I had my Benz is in the shop, you know, and, you know, or something like that. You're going to have to drive tonight because that happened. Or you're going to have to do this because this is... And Pisces will gladly do it. They like to help. They want to be part of the team. But, again, they're easily taken advantage of. And if you want to enjoy, let Pisces tag along on the ride, whoa, now you got some game going on. Francis Soikane and Louis Akerse. Venus in... Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now we're going to get into the real essence of this stuff. So that was the stereotype stuff. That's the blah, blah. Here's some interesting stuff. Venus in the sign of Pisces is in its exaltation. Here, the love principle reaches its highest evolutionary development. The natives marry for love, no other considerations being of any consequence. Venus in this sign manifests deep compassion and sympathy, verging on spirituality, the understanding of and unity with all life. Why don't these guys ever talk about money? All right. People with this position of Venus are romantic and sensitive. Like, seriously, Venus and Pisces will pay. You know, they will give physical money for the situation. Okay, next. People with this position of Venus, they also attract these kind of people. Unless they receive clear demonstrations of love and affection from others, they feel lonely and disappointed. Sometimes the disappointment leads to a feeling of martyrdom, which may be sublimated into religious expressions, or it may lead to neurotic tendencies or mental illness. The Neptunian rulership of Pisces gives intuitive inspiration to Venus, making these people capable of drawing on higher dimensions of resources. Okay, so this is the person who I was talking about who gets it wrong. Neptune's about illusions. Jupiter's about spirituality. And so, how do you know Jupiter's about spirituality? Because Christmas is ruled by Jupiter. The holiday season leading up to Christmas is ruled by Jupiter. Okay, you know, just saying, whatever. Anyways, there are religious holidays during the sign of March. So, which is ruled by Jupiter. Okay. Hello, calendar much? Anyways, I'm just saying that some of these people, anyways. So forget that. I can't read that to you guys. It's kind of, it starts off, it was nice writing. They said some nice stuff. But at the end, it's not, they're mixing some stuff up. Because the natives are highly sensitive to the suffering others, people may take advantage of their sympathies. And, okay. And anyways, when we get to the yod, in a couple of minutes when we talk about the yod, I'll talk about what Venus and Pisces learns from the other signs. And you'll see that they have some lessons. There are ways that they can take care of themselves, or they can protect themselves from being taken advantage of. But Venus and Pisces people can be extremely successful. Okay, so, you know, when they learn to take care of themselves first, you don't have to take care of yourself first, but like, you know, when they do it right, they can really succeed. They're some of the most successful people around. Sincerely, some of the most successful people around. But, you know, on one hand, it can get really bad. On the other hand, Venus this is a really good placement for Venus. So if you can navigate your life and avoid the pitfalls and trappings of unscrupulous people, you're going to have one of the, you know, you're like very well aspected for major success in your life. Okay, Sometimes they miss romantic opportunities. They're inclined to become emotionally dependent. Next, Grant Louis says, what you feel is difficult for you to express, and frequently you're misunderstood and imposed on because of this. Yeah, fish speak like this. So, like, obviously, it says your muscles react to emotional stimuli. You guys got that? I talked about that in the Pisces videos. Your impulse is to do something for the loved one, to run errands, and to give presents, and you get genuine joy from giving. Your judgment of people isn't too good. This is because your deepest interest is in your emotions for their own sake, and secondary to the person who they're being fixed. I know the guy talks about it in kind of a selfish way for Pisces, but like Pisces needs to give, Aries needs to butt heads, you know, Taurus needs to possess, Scorpios needs to stick the thing in the ground, like you know, Pisces, you know, so. You know, Libra needs to look in the mirror. It's like Leo needs to look in the mirror too. Anyways, so, you know, and Pisces needs to take care of you. Virgo needs to help. You know, Virgo needs to tell you what to do. Pisces needs to help you. As a result, they frequently fix on someone not especially interested in them, and they may lavish a lot of emotion and attention before they find that love's not reciprocated. These guys get their feelings hurt. Okay, here we go. Isabel Hickey, Venus rules personal affection and Neptune rules divine compassion. All right. This guys say a little bit thing again. You know, these guys like to say, okay, but Neptune's illusion. Venus in Neptune's home, Pisces, symbolizes love, willing to sacrifice, is not afraid of suffering. It's wounded often by its understanding of love. It's exalted in the sign Pisces, because it's come to understand that only through love can we know the freedom of the spirit. Aphrodite, rising out of the foam of the ocean, symbolizes love that rises out of the seas and emotions and finds herself free in the upper air. Highly emotional and super sensitive, she suffers through love. Through suffering, she goes free. This is fucking stupid. Like, it's very romantic. But at the same time, I somewhat disagree. It's like, I don't know. Through suffering, she goes free. Pisces doesn't have to suffer. You don't have to suffer in this world. You're supposed. The guy is taking advantage of you. You know, don't be stupid. So this is stupid. This is just stupid. Okay. Anyways, this person is romanticizing the stereotype. She's propagating the prejudice of the sign, and she's romanticizing the stereotype. And it's quite romantic in the symbolism, but at the same time, it's saying she's trying to tell you that it's okay to be taken advantage of, because through being taken advantage of, you will achieve some kind of martyrdom, which is just absolute bullshit. Let the loser go, you know? Deal with someone who's like worthy of your extreme affection and your extreme luck, you know? Venus in Pisces has so much to give to other people. The water signs are so powerful and they have so much to offer you. You know, you don't have to stick with a loser. There's no sense in being a martyr. That's not a good thing here, especially when nobody gives a shit. You're dying, you're killing yourself for a loser. Anyways, okay, that's so stupid. Through suffering, she goes free. How about through suffering, she gets up broke and drunk on the street? Attracted to the underdog and those less fortunate. She needs to learn, okay, so we get into other stuff. She needs to learn discrimination where love of a personal nature is concerned. An extremely romantic nature. That's just stupid. Next, Sydney Omar. Hopefully we'll get past this. This is going to be a while. Let's settle in. In Pisces, Venus feels a great need for self-expression, but often finds it difficult to get her point across. The native is subject to being misunderstood, though generally is kind, sympathetic, and easily impressed. Highly philanthropic. Highly. Pisces and Venus and Pisces, they give, and attracted to work in connection with institutions. Yes, here we go. Now we're getting to some actual astrology. They help the underdog. All right, has friends among those who are weak or afflicted with emotional or physical difficulties. Gains pleasure through secret affairs of the heart. Are you guys cool with this? Now we're getting into some real stuff here. 12th house. Remember what I said earlier? Things that are hidden from the light. 12th house. Gains pleasure through secret affairs of the heart. Is attracted to the occult and tends to resign themselves to fate. Is not always fortunate in affairs of the heart. Sydney Omar, you rock. That's why you're one of the most. That's why you rock. Lynn Burbeck, you are a compassionate, though potentially deluded lover. All right. Love for you is something that is all-encompassing and unconditional, extending to all forms of life, not just the human. So true. You're thereby able to tune into the very soul of others, inspiring and releasing talents and relieving pain and longing, which is important. That's what they do. However, you can be taken down to the levels of acute suffering by such self-sacrifice and devotion or addiction, for it may indicate little love for yourself, and as such is delusionary to the point of sheer fantasy. You attract with charm that evokes in others romantic feelings and soulful longings, with creative or healing talents that enchant others, making him your fan, All right, next. You're attracted to glamorous, wayward, otherly people who weave a spell. You're attracted to Venus in Pisces are attracted to rock stars and artists and the artsy type. It's straight up. That's so obvious. It's also you're also attracted to people who are unavailable because you're into daydreaming rather than having. And you're attracted to losers and sad cases because they appeal to your compassionate soul. Let's go back here. You're attracted to glamorous, wayward, otherly people who weave a spell, and to people who are unavailable because you're into dreaming rather than having, and to losers and sad cases because they appeal to your compassionate soul. That's it right there. That's it in a nutshell. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Next. Do-do-do-do. Marcia Moore and Mark Douglas. Do-do-do-do. Holy crap, this goes on and on and on. Okay, just a little more here. So, I guess the first half of the video was all about the stereotype. So many people go on and on about the stupid bullshit stereotype of Pisces, and it's just bullshit. Anyways, let's see what these guys say. But the last couple of guys they're pretty bang on, and it's not, So, this is Isabel Hickey. That's some stupid shit. Sydney Omar, bang on. Lynn Burbeck, right on. Marcia Moore, here we go. Mark Douglas. Pisces brings out the best in Venus. It sure does. It elevates and refines the sentiments and gives the capacity for humble cooperation. People born with this combination are endowed with a powerful appreciation of beauty, but the art most valued is the art of loving. Less voluptuous than the earthy Venetians of Taurus, and less contriving than the socially ambitious Venetians of Libra. All right, let's go back and read this again. Okay, Pisces brings out the best in Venus. People born with this combination are endowed with a profound appreciation of beauty, but the art most valued is the art of loving. They're less voluptuous than the earthy Venetians of Taurus, and less contriving than the socially ambitious Venetians of Libra. They have a tender and solicitous emotions. They are more vulnerable to hurt, but the suffering they endure is often a purifying force in their lives, and may be transmuted into sympathetic understanding of the woes of others. Their willingness to be helpful is seldom confined to family and friends, but diffuses into a general compassion for all who are in distress. Venus and Pisces are particularly fond of music. Pisces rules the arts. Okay, next. People with Venetians and Pisces believe that marriages are made in heaven, and they idolize their partners. They cannot live for themselves alone, but want to share their pleasures with an appreciative companion from whose reactions they derive satisfaction. They like to help people. You know, their eagerness to merge their personality with that of their loved one in a romanticized relationship may induce them to sacrifice their own best interests for, for an insubstantial dream. There may be times when these tender-hearted people should be prodded into standing up for their own rights, even if it involves saying no to a friend, relative, or spouse. All right. Otherwise, an unconscious resentment against those who draw upon their time or resources may build beneath a facade of charity or devotion, and it leads to a vicious cycle of guilt and atonement. Although there's always a possibility of neurotic self-denial, Venus is sufficiently well placed in Pisces. But keep in mind that this is Venus in Pisces. Pisces energy, they stick up for the underdog. They're very dogmatic. They're quite preachy, and they bitch like it's nobody's business when they feel self-righteous. Robert Hand, a dreamy and fanciful person. You like books that appeal to your romantic sense of adventures and stories set in weird fairylands and beautiful princesses and dashing heroes. Often your private fantasies seem much more interesting and beautiful than reality, but you will have to learn to deal with the real world as well. You are very unselfish towards people you like. You want what's best for them and will give of yourself whatever a friend needs help, whenever they need help. For helping others makes you feel good about yourself. Anyways, you generally love people and others will respect you. Your only problem is that you may pour out a great deal of your energy and attention on people who are not really worth it. And although it never crosses your mind, it would be good to be a little bit more careful. Okay, here we go. Now this is the interesting, now here's where we get back to astrology here. One of the most compassionate placements, this is Ronnie Dyer. One of the most compassionate placements of the entire zodiac, Venus is exalted in the sign of Pisces, a position that nurtures the planet's most beneficial qualities. The empathy and unselfishness that guides the behavior of people with Venus in Pisces is so enormous that they will literally give you the shirt off their backs. In fact, the difficulties confronting these individuals stem from a willingness to give and a sacrifice and an inability to say no. Just as Venus and Aquarius people feed their egos by, feed is not a bad thing, right? Let's say self-validate. Just as Aquarians can self-validate by participating in idealistic and inspiring group activities and causes, Venus and Pisces, if possible, offer financial or emotional support to anyone in need. If they have bettered the life of even one individual, they feel fulfilled. Yet they often confuse sympathy with love and the belief that emotional strength or financial assistance is the means to attracting others can be a fatal flaw, leading them away from the development of a strong sense of self. Although it's truly benevolent and compassionate placement, like it really is a good thing, these individuals are oftentimes compelled to sacrifice their own agendas to win love and affection. Due to the misplaced sympathy, they attract needy people, thus forming codependent relationships and preventing their true creative strength from shining through. This is obvious, right? But I'll twist it. Should their partner recover or become too strong, the relationship often disintegrates since it's been based not on love, but rather on the need to help and support. It's important for these sensitive and sensual creatures to believe that someone will love them for who they are and not for what they have to give. You guys cool with that? Pisces, it's important to realize that people love you for who you are, not for what you do for them. All right. Okay, here we go. Here's the last thing. Martin Schulman. With this placement, the individual is learning the lessons of divine love. All right, this is okay. His sensitive, compassionate, and charitable nature has strong ability to express true feelings, while his imaginative nature, sense of romance, and sacrificial nature make him one of the most beautiful souls of the zodiac, blah, 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 blah. The yod. Now, in astrology, we have a pattern, and it's called the yod. There are a couple of different aspects here. All these lines are different aspects, and this is the opposition. So we talked about the opposition earlier. This is what they call the axis of servitude and the axis of health. Pisces is your mental health, your emotional state, and down here we have one of your emotional states. Cancer is an emotional state too. It's one of and Cancer, Capricorn is emotional axis too. This is nurturing, right? this is helping. It's different. It's different. And so this is supposed to be mental health. And Pisces also rule drugs. You guys should know that by now. So Pisces, this is helping others. Virgo helps people in a tangible way. Hey, you're doing it wrong. That's what Virgo says. And Pisces says, let me help you. I'll go do it for you. And that's how it works. And so that's the opposition. Now, a yod, it's otherwise known as the finger, the hand of God. It's a Y formation. It's on either side of the opposition, and it forms a little Y. It's nice and easy. So Libra and Leo form the yod to Pisces. See that? Comes down and goes across. These are the lessons that Pisces has to learn in life. And I'll read what the guy has to say about it in a second. But remember to share the video, guys. And if you want to just start it at this point in time, if you like, or whatever. And so these are the lessons that Pisces has to learn to make it through life, so they don't get taken advantage of all the time. They have to learn from Libra to have standards. Libra is ruled by Venus. Libra knows all about beauty. Libras are the pretty people. Taurus are like physically beautiful. Libras are like pretty people. They say nice things. It's everybody. How are you today? Oh, I'm wonderful. How are you? Oh, you should not have done that. That was unkind. Oh. They'll be like, no. They'll be like, fuck you. Libra's like, no. I did not say that. I said fuck you. And you'll be like, oh, fuck me? What? Oh, I guess I better fuck off then. That's right. You should fuck off. Like, what? And so, I guess I better. So that's Libra. Libra tell you off and it's going to sound nice. So that's what's going on. Anyways, Libra has standards. They're not going to let you cross. If you suck, you're not getting jiggy with the Libra. Libra wants to be with the star. So if you don't have any game, Libra's like, Libra's opening line. You know what Libra's opening line is? It's so you have to cross the line. They're a very discriminating sign. Libras are a balance. The balance is not like, hey, if you suck, I'm going to give you some good, or hey, that guy's going to bring you down. No. You use a balance to find out what you're worth. And if you're not worth, Libra's going to tell you if you make the game or not. And so Pisces doesn't have those boundaries. Pisces is like water. It's fish in water. And so Pisces learns from Libra to have boundaries. Pisces. So if these guys, Pisces got to learn to not date losers, not to hang out with assholes, not to go get drunk with like broke ass mofos. That's what they have to learn from Libra. And from Leo, they learn to put yourself first, to shine your light. Stop trying to help other people shine. That's what Pisces is trying to do all the time, helping you shine. Leo's saying, hey, what's your problem, Pisces? You're pretty good too. And Pisces is like, yeah, I'm pretty good too. And Libra's like, yeah, girlfriend, stick up for yourself. Don't be like that. You got to be like all over that. And you got to be like all over yourself sometimes. Maybe you got to take your love into your own hands. Maybe you got to take this magic mirror and say, who's the prettiest fish in the room? And the Pisces got to go, me, I'm the pretty fish. And so that's what's going on with Pisces. I think I've been talking about this for too long. So Pisces has to learn to put themselves first and to shine. Pisces has to learn to shine, and they learn that from Leo. Remember, the 12th house, this area is behind the sun. It's stuff that's hidden. Pisces likes secret love affairs. Pisces does stuff in the background. It's the arts. They're not expressing themselves by, hey, that's mine. They're expressing themselves through Neptune, through illusions, through the arts. You're expressing yourself through music. La, ah, ah, ah. Hello? What? What are you trying to say? Ah, ah. Hello? What? Or interpretive dance. What the hell is that? I don't really know. Through illusions, Pisces is expressing themselves through arts. Which is better than Cancer. Cancer is expressing themselves like this. So like water signs, man. And so Pisces, Leo is saying, hey, speak up, loud and proud. Don't put the harp down. Pisces, put the harp down and freaking get on with it. Pisces is like, oh, no one's big as Gaston, as strong as Gaston, has muscles that poke out of his ass like Gaston. Sorry, Pisces is a little different, you know. Anyways, I'm just saying, Libra teaches Pisces boundaries, and Leo teaches Pisces to shine a little, to stick up for themselves. You know, okay, so that's the deal. That's what I say anyways. Let's see what this guy says. I gotta control myself. I'm about getting a little irregular. Welcome to the sunny side, everyone. Hey, Sonny, what's up? You getting a little irregular? You talking about Pisces again? Yeah, seriously, man. Pisces getting... Pisces always... Talking about Pisces always gets me crazy in the brains. Here we go. The yod to this Venus is formed by the inconjuncts from Leo and Libra. And it's from the lessons of these signs that the person begins to realize his true identification. The inconjunct, or how you protect your ass from getting dragged down by losers. The inconjunct from Leo gives the individual the boldness to let his love pour forth without fear of ridicule or embarrassment, as he learns to gather the strength and willpower which helps him to surface the depths of his feelings. He begins to overcome defeatism, triumph over a subconscious sense of failure, and surmount life's obstacles through spiritual love. In this way, he rises above the psychic undertow of an insecure imagination, setting his feet firmly on the strength of his beliefs, and learns how to overpower his shy and withdrawn feelings. Who writes this crap? Anyways, sorry, this is actually interesting stuff to talk about. Thus, from the Leo inconjunct, he gets the strength, the moral sense of honor, upstanding virtue, and noble worthinesses, which he must feel before he can experience. Whatever. He learns from Leo to shine brightly. You know, Pisces tends to swim around attracted to different things. They're quite an observational sign, and they swim down looking for people. Ah, Ariel, you know, look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think I got lots of shit in my cave? That's Pisces, okay? They collect things. And so, anyways, that's the deal. Leo's saying, stop collecting shiny shit and start shining yourself. The inconjunct from Libra awakens... Anyways, that's Leo. The inconjunct from Libra awakens the individuals to the lessons of harmony and balance. This is important. He learns about proportional symmetry to life. And from this, he develops a sense of cosmic fairness, which helps him to deal with highly sensitive emotional nature. You guys gonna imagine if you guys want to be a professional astrologer, you got to read this stupid shit all day long? Like, seriously. Anyways, the overly sympathetic feelings of Pisces, which often lead him to personally suffer from others, become balanced with a Libra-like sense of impersonal empathy. Fuck you. This writing is like, it's, you know, it's why it's so difficult to write horoscopes for the newspapers. There are a lot of good astrologers out there. Lots. There are a lot of really, really good astrologers. And there are a lot of good writers out there. But it's hard to find a good astrologer who's also a good writer. That's why the gig is so tough. And you have to do it in 3 sentences. Or for me, I have to do it in 3 sentences anyways. It's a very specialized gig. And you got to have it all to pull it together. And you got to be able to do predictive astrology instead of just saying, oh, Libra, Venus in Pisces means you're so spiritual that you want to help the person find God, the God within himself. Yeah, so that's stupid. Sorry I said that, but like that's what these, I edited that out so you guys didn't have to hear what I had to read. So, but anyways, what else is going on? The sextile from, okay, and I don't read that. Anyways, Venus finds, anyways, Pisces learns from Libra to not get taken advantage of. Don't let yourself get taken advantage of. If the guy doesn't pull his weight, you're going to have to let him go. Or if he doesn't have it, he doesn't have it. You know, you got to calibrate a little stronger. And from Leo, you learn to put yourself first and be the light that shines in the world. Venus in Pisces is one of the best placements for Pisces. And if allowed, if you find the right person to help you express this particular strength or this particular astrological placement for Venus, you will succeed beyond almost any of the other signs of the zodiac, anyone else in the zodiac. You have one of the greatest potentials for success in the zodiac, but you also have the greatest potential for failure in the entire zodiac. And it has nothing to do with you. It's how the energy within you is activated in a positive or abusive way from the world by the world and people in the world around you. Like I said earlier, there's love and money in your chart every single day. You know, it's not like Venus disappears. There's also bullshit in your chart every single day. And if you need a little bit of help, that's what I'm here for. Venus finds its exaltation in Pisces, and once the lessons of Venus yacht are learned, can manifest as a creative pouring of a live, actively centered in the expressions of divine beauty. The individual learns that rather than waiting for life, he has the power to, through love, to meet it, create it, and thereby emulate the beauty of the Creator. Jupiter is a sign of spirituality. You were doing so well there, and then you like went and got all bullshitty again. Anyways, that's what happens, guys. It's not the easiest thing. It's not the easiest thing. When you're looking at charts nonstop every day, or you're reading the different things that different people say, it's easy to get confused. It's easy to mix it up. And although there are a lot of similarities, they're not exactly the same. And so you gotta keep all of that stuff in mind. Once again, I'm Sonny. I'm a professional astrologer. I write some of the horoscopes for some of the newspapers up here in Canada. If you want a personal reading, check it out in the description box below. In addition to that, check it out. SLC made some cool cups. Mugs. I think she did an awesome job. Oh, this is from our hair bleaching ceremony. It's a Scorpio t-shirt. Anyways, if you want to help support the channel, oh, there's a Pisces t-shirt, which is really cute. A Pisces shirt here. She made a whole bunch of meme shirts. In all fairness, it's not my fault if I'm too pretty. I really like this one. Together, it's a beautiful day. It comes in different colors. And this is for Pisces. I'm really psychic. I really am. It's really cute. Anyways, if you want to support the channel, if you want to help support the channel, please subscribe. And we also have giveaways on the channel for those who don't know. We have giveaways. This stuff, we also have coupon codes for all of this stuff on our Facebook page. And there's a link to that in the description box below. Anyways, that's the action. It's really neat. And that's what you want to do if you want to help support the channel. Pisces, I wish you the absolute best. For all Pisces, it's a great sign. There are pros and cons to all signs. There's good and bad to all of this nonsense. It's not all, it's not all good. It's not all bad. It's very easy to get taken advantage of. I've heard so many stories about this. And oh, I really like this cup. This is a really cute cup. Anyways, there's some, and she made a lot of novelty t-shirts in here as well. There's a lot of good Aries. I'm not competitive. I just like to win. I'm Aries. I'm the best. I'm Aries. I'm the best. What do you mean Aries have bad tempers? There's nothing wrong with my temper, motherfucker. All right. Anyways, that's the action, guys. So these are I'm just speeding through everything here and just winding the video down. So once again, if you have any questions, we have, see, these are all the meme sweaters and stuff. And then it gets on to, she created a lot of stuff here on our channel. And then we have the badass hoodies for everybody. They make great gifts, and if you want a discount, it's on our Facebook page. Alright guys, that's the action. Thanks for dropping in, everyone. I hope everyone has a super, super, super amazing day. And remember, it's always a beautiful day to be beautiful, but it's together makes it a beautiful day. From TheSunnySide.net, I'm Sonny, wishing everyone the absolute best of a super beautiful day. And I'll see you guys soon.